Costa Blanca FM. Your life, your music. Costa Blanca FM.
You're joining us. It's CBFM. It's the breakfast show, and with me this morning is Sandra Piddick. Morning, Sandra.
Morning, Dave.
How
Morning,
are you?
everybody. I'm fine. And can I just say morning, Jane, because she'll hit me if I don't.
And you found your way here all right today?
Yes, so you'll have to think of another name for me. I'm not Satnav Sandra anymore.
Oh, I think it's going to stick anyway.
Yeah.
So what have you come to talk to us about today, then?
I've come to talk about my home in Algorfa.
All right. Get a bit nearer the mic. Come on. Don't spill your tea.
Is that better?
That's better.
Right. Yeah, I've come to talk about where I live in Algorfa.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about where is it?
It's about 10 miles inland from Torrevieja. I say that because when we bought the place, never even heard of Algorfa. Lots of people haven't. And they'd say, where have you bought your place? I'd say, Algorfa. Where's that? Well, it's close to Torrevieja. But actually, it's straight ahead of Torrevieja. And I think more people need to know about it and come and see it.
It's a lovely little village, I think.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just nestling in the foothills of the Sierra de Callosa mountains. Orange groves, you know, I sit on my terrace, look out over the mountain, orange groves, nice little walk down to the village, and
proper Spanish village too.
a proper Spanish village, but interestingly, over 70% of the population is English.
Really?
Well, actually not English. Yes, English.
Or foreign?
There's 28 different nationalities in Alicante province. We've got 27 of them in Algorfa. But yeah, the vast majority are English. Having said that, it's wonderful how we all get on with the Spanish, because they welcomed us. From the first English family in the village was Samantha Biddles and her family, and that was back in 1999 when the milk donkey used to go round with his panniers and we still had dirt tracks out of the village. And they welcomed her with open arms, and they've welcomed everybody ever since. And I really, really wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I mean, I lived in Plymouth for 20 years before I came over here.
Bit different.
Well, this is my home.
Yeah.
You know, I can't go out without seeing somebody. The other day I joined the Romeria because it's Fiesta Week. And we did the pilgrimage up to the La Ermita Chapel.
Yeah.
And I'm there running ahead of the procession, taking photos. And this policeman says, Sandra, he says, get out of the way, the cyclists are coming, you'll get run over. And I didn't even know him, but he knew me.
And very quickly, how's Paddy?
Paddy is fine. He's sulked because I came out, and poor little boy, he had a nasty fright yesterday.
We should let listeners know he is a dog we're talking about.
Yes, he is. That's my little Paddy. And, yes, he was having his sniff in the bushes, and this naughty cricket jumped out on his nose and scared him.
A cricket?
A cricket,
And this
yeah.
is quite a big dog you've got.
34 kilos.
And he runs away from cricket.
Yes, he runs away from crickets.
Bless him. Right, well, we're going to play a piece of music. That sounds very posh, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
We're going to play a track. And then you're going to talk to us about the fiestas.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Do you want to introduce a song? So you're going to tell us about the fiestas then?
Yes, this week from Saturday until Saturday just gone until Sunday is Algorfa's Patronal Fiesta Week. I've never actually been here for it before, so this is my first one, and I'm really excited about it. There's such a lot going on. I mean, it's a small village, 4,000 people roughly, and the things they're doing, I mean, Sunday we had the Romeria where we processed the patron saint up to the La Ermita Chapel. Then there was a paella contest, and then entertainment in the evening. We've had something on for the kids on Tuesday. Today is the big day of the fiesta because that is our actual patron saint's day. So got woke up by rockets and fireworks at 8 o'clock this morning. There'll be a mass in the chapel, in the church in the village about 12. And then this evening there's a procession, fireworks, Spanish music and that. So I'll be down there in the square tonight.
Plenty going on.
Lots going on. Tomorrow we've got a Mexican party. Da 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 da.
Do you remember the banana splits? That little
Yes.
Mexican guy used to come in with a guitar.
Yes, I do. That shows me age, doesn't it?
Well, my dad told me about it.
Oh, and the band played "Believe It If You Like." And yeah, we got a ribbon race tomorrow, whatever that is.
A ribbon race?
A ribbon race, yes. Then the Mexican party. Discos every night till about 5 or 6 in the morning. Glad I don't live down in the Fontana apartments, else there'd be no sleep all week. Tomorrow we've got a tapas party in my favourite restaurant, Al Qibla, and got to do the plug here. That's got to be, it's the best restaurant in Algorfa. It's probably the best restaurant on the Costa Blanca. It is fabulous. It was when my friend Samantha moved to Algorfa in '99. There was only Al Qibla and a tapas bar. That was the only places you could eat in the village. Well, I mean, now we've got Spanish food, obviously, Hungarian, English, Indian, Mediterranean, you name it, you can get it in Algorfa. And we've got 2 award-winning restaurants, the Vestry and La Casecha on the Benihoffer Road.
Our friends at the Vestry.
Yeah, that's it. Dropped them the magazines off yesterday. Make sure you read my article on page 6.
And the rest of the
And
articles.
well, yes, and the rest. And yeah, and then it rounds up Sunday. There's a craft market on Sunday. Oh yes, big parade on Saturday night. Parade with loud music on Saturday afternoon.
See, I think that on the Sunday you're supposed to go to the beach because they spelt that sand today.
Sunday, yeah. Well, it does lose a bit in the translation, but at least they give us the translation.
I think it's terrific. That in front of us we've got a brochure or a catalogue, for want of a better word.
Yes, programme.
A programme, that's the word I was looking for a guide for the Algorfa Fiestas, and it is terrific. It's really laid out well, it's really clear and easy to read. Great idea. I wish more towns did something like that.
Well, our Fiesta committee are very busy and very well organised, and I mean, it just all runs really well. Too well because we overslept on Sunday and we missed the start of the procession and had to run down. I said, well, they won't be off dead on 8:30, will they? We're in Spain. They were. They were off at dead on 8:30.
The law of sod.
Yeah, the law of sod.
So how long are they on for? When do they run from and to?
Well, the evening thing, Sunday.
The dates.
Oh,
What
the day.
dates is it?
I've
So
told
people
you
know.
once. Why don't you pay
repeat it.
attention? It's honestly.
I'm doing other things.
You can't get the staff, can you? It started on the 11th and it ends on the 18th.
Cool, thank you.
Yes. Oh, and we've got a comedy and magic night to wind it all up on Sunday after the craft market.
Oh, superb. It sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Well, I mean, the square, you've seen the square in Algorfa,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
I mean, that is just made for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, that's interesting, actually, the way that come about, because you get the odd person who says, oh, it's not as good as the old square and all the rest of it. Well, you know, perhaps in some ways it isn't, but the reason that new square was open, well, it had just opened when we moved here in 2008.
Yeah.
And it was because they had so many new people coming into the village all at once. They were worried about where they were going to put everybody
Right,
when they
yeah.
had fiestas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so they just completely remodelled the square, and now we've got some shaded area, you know, and it is fabulous. I mean,
It looks really nice.
It's
It must admit,
brilliant.
It does look nice.
yeah, it's absolutely lovely for a small village like that. And the sports stadium, you've seen our sports stadium.
Yeah. Very impressive.
It is, and lovely restaurant in there as well, El Chiringuito de Algorfa. Get down there, and fabulous paella
Very nice.
with fresh tuna.
Sounds nice.
Absolutely wonderful. The swordfish is good, as everything's good. But
Are you getting a cut out of this or what?
No, I just want to talk up my village because
Oh,
I'm
don't
so
blame
proud
you.
of it. You
Don't
know,
blame you.
I don't think there's nowhere like Algorfa. You know, people say, oh, we've never heard of it. And then they come back. I mean, I know lots of people who've come on holiday and then bought a holiday home. Well, you can't say, or even moved over here. I mean, we've got a family that have just taken over the Tropicana
Yeah.
in Algorfa, and the whole family's moved over to run it, you know. The parents were coming to retire, and then they decided, oh, well, if we can get a business. And they're doing English tapas.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. What the Spanish will make of that, I'm not sure. But yeah, like mini cottage pies and belly pork and burgers and, you know.
Sounds great. Right, well, we're going to talk about, we're going to play some music first, and then we're going to talk about Algorfa a bit more, because you're going to be doing some writing about it in All Abroad magazine, I believe.
I am.
So you told me.
Yeah.
All right, then. Let's play Pink and Try, and then we'll be right back with Satnet Sandra.
Your life, your music. Costa Blanca FM.
Well, we're back with Sandra. We're talking about Algorfa, obviously, and we're going to talk about an article you're going to be doing in the magazine promoting the town and what you've got there and everything. But just briefly, why should I go on holiday to Algorfa? Why should I go and live in Algorfa?
Well, we've got a lovely choice of restaurants, sports facilities. You know, for the size of the village, we've got a fantastic sports centre with its swimming pool, gym, padel courts, petanque. What else have we got? Oh, tennis club as well.
Oh, yeah.
And of course the La Finca golf course is very handy.
Yeah, and very popular.
Yeah. And I mean, it's so peaceful as well, so peaceful and quiet. The air's so pure. But if you do want the bright lights of Casada or Torrevieja, you know, 10-15 minutes in the car. Same for the beaches.
Yeah, it's central to quite a few things. So you can clear off into the mountains if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. And what about shopping and eating out and things like that? Am I going to need a car?
Yes, yeah.
Can I use a bike?
Well, you could use the bike.
Yeah.
There is a bus to Torrevieja Monday to Friday, and it goes to Almorady as well, so you can do a 2-centre trip. Yes, you do really need a car. I mean, in the village itself, yeah, you can do all your shopping. We've got Smashing Butchers that's just been refurbished. There's an English supermarket if you want your Bovril and your Heinz baked beans and stuff. There's another Spanish supermarket. And out on the Finca we've got the best bodega, must be the best bodega in the area, because the chap who runs it, Eric at Bolt Scandic, he buys up from local vineyards, buys up their production. He exports some of it to Scandinavia, but he also sells it in the bodega.
Right.
And, I mean, you can go in there, you pay €5-6 for a bottle of wine that you will not be able to buy anywhere else in Spain.
Yeah.
And they do seafood and that sort of stuff. I mean, at the moment, they got scallops going for €5 a pack. You know, cod loins, you name it, they've got it. Yeah. And like I said, a little place like Algorfa, and we've got it. We've got that there. People tend to drive through, and if you drive through the main streets, you just miss everything that's there, you know. I mean, we got our Time IT man, Dave Allen, at Mail Point. Anything you need doing with your computers, he can sort that for you. Print your boarding cards, buy bits and pieces, you know. Yes, you can live in Algorfa without a car, but it's easier with, because then you can get round to all the nice places around there. Yeah. And I mean, we got that, you know, Benihoffer, Rahali's, Benihuzar, Formentera,
There's
know.
Some lovely villages around there.
Yeah.
So we're running out of time here as well. I just realised it's 8 minutes to 11. It's gone so quick this morning.
Yeah, well, if you'd shut up and let me get a word in.
I think there's only one of us been talking a lot here, mate. So what does the future hold? I know you're going to talk about the Padron and the general problem of expats not registering all up and down the coast.
Yeah.
But yeah, what does the future hold for Algorfa? What's happening?
Well, I mean, we've got planning permission for a new police station and school. Obviously, we need the money to get it done. Mm-hmm. But basically, there's always improvements going on in Algorfa, and it's not an article, it's a column. You told me I could have a column every month. Why? I mean, he's got notes in front of him here. I don't know why he doesn't just look at them.
Well, you write the article, and I put it in a column, you see.
Ah, yes, but it's a regular column every month. I'll be telling everybody what's going on in Algorfa. I got the idea for that because on my own website, Sandra in Spain, the two sections that get the most hits, Paddy's section about my dog, and Algorfa. So the column is a lead-in because over the summer, while I'm back in the UK, I'm actually working on a website called Around Algorfa. And, you know, hopefully we can plug the area, get some business in for the people, you know.
So when can listeners and readers look forward to your first article? When's it out?
It's in the August edition.
So it'll be out on August the 8th?
Yeah.
And it'll be online on the 1st of August too?
Yeah.
You're going,
yeah,
you didn't know that.
Well, I'm just agreeing with you.
Anyway, introduce the next song, 'cause it's one of yours.
Yeah, which one is it?
It's that one. You got your glasses on or what?
Right, this is a brilliant one. It's The Searchers, When You Walk in the Room. Great love song.
Leah Keaton, how you doing? Our very own Leah Keaton. She's down in Torrevieja listening. She said a great track too. And also Kenny Adams. He's back in Scotland, but he's going out on the oil rigs. And he's promised to get CBFM broadcasting on an oil rig. So that's got to be. And he's also got a copy of All Abroad, and he's going to take a picture with a magazine with the lads on the oil rig as well. Thank you very much for coming in, Sandra. It's always been fun. Yes. You're going to come back again?
If you want me to. I know the way now.
You can come back in next month, can you, and tell us what you're putting into the September edition?
Well, we're in the UK till
when are you back?
About the 7th or 8th September.
Oh, that's all right.
So,
yeah, we'll get you in after that then.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Do you want to say hello or goodbye to anyone?
Yeah, hello, everybody who's listening in Algorfa. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you were all disappointed last week, but not my fault. He hadn't paid the electric bill, so... Anyway, just looking forward to our meet-up tomorrow evening. We got around the bars on a Friday tea time, so looking forward to that at the Tropicana. And hope I give the town a good shout-out for you.
Rightio, thank you very much for coming in, Sandra. I'm going to play out with the Pussycat Dolls and get Sandra out of the way, and I can say goodbye myself.